Hey, my friends. Thanks for joining me. I love you guys. Thank you. Heartfelt gratitude pours from me as you practice with me because it's true. As we heal our minds, we heal the world. As we invite a different way of looking at the world has the ability to transform. We are on day 33, lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. There is another way of feeling this world and this situation. There is another way of experiencing this world. There is another way of integrating this world. So I invite you to make the body comfortable, and maybe you already know what to do to facilitate that comfort and that ease. There might be a little rolled up towel behind the head or a pillow behind the low back, or you just kick that recliner out so that you're just laid back all the way. Lightly close the eyes so that the eyes come together with light intention. Take your deep, full breaths with the exhalation coming through the mouth, and you might even make a heavy sound. Just see what comes out as you exhale with a heavy sigh out of the mouth. Audible, inaudible. And notice the body growing a little more relaxed, a little more relaxed, a little more relaxed. You may even have the sensation of the body growing heavy. You may even have the sensation of the body growing light. Or you may have no sensations at all. Just welcome and soften whatever the experience of your body is. If the mouth hasn't already come together, let the lips come lightly together. And as I speak, different parts of the body, allow your awareness to travel along with me as we take a little journey through the physical body. The upper lip, the lower lip, both lips together, and that place right where the lips meet, welcoming that softening. The inside of the right cheek, the inside of the left cheek, the tip of the tongue, the root of the tongue, and the whole inside of the mouth, the cheeks, the whole tongue, the roof of the mouth, the floor of the mouth, welcoming that softening. The right jaw, the left jaw, the whole lower mandible, the whole lower jaw, the right ear canal, the left ear canal, both ears canals, welcoming the softening. the right eye and all the tiny muscles around the eye, including the skin that covers the eye. The left eye, the small tiny muscles and the skin that covers the muscles. Now both eyes together, welcoming the softening. The hairline to the base of the skull and the whole scalp. And now you may feel as if the whole head is relaxing more. You're welcoming any sensations as you slide your awareness to the midpoint of your right brain. The midpoint of your left brain. The front part of your brain and the base of your brain, including the stem. Now, as you are ready, notice if you can feel a brightening or a lightening in the whole brain. Notice the felt sense experience of your whole brain together. Your whole brain and a free flow of communication through all the parts of the brain. Feeling, sensing, and let your awareness slide down your throat, the front part of your throat, the inside of your throat, the back of the neck. And to let this softening drip down the shoulders, down the arms to the fingertips, so that both shoulders and arms are relaxed. Noticing the whole torso from the collarbones to the base of the pelvic floor, welcoming the softening. And as you allow this softening to drip down, let it cover and soothe the length of the hip joints to the tips of the toes together. Now notice and feel what is the felt sense of the whole body. The whole body together. Maybe it's heavy, maybe it's light, maybe it's nothing at all. And bring your awareness up to the right nostril and to the left nostril, and both nostrils together as you easily breathe. And you notice the cool air sliding up the nasal passage on the inhale, and the warm, moist air sliding out of the nasal passages on the exhale. So just noticing the temperature of the air on the inhale and on the exhale. Now we'll begin our internal count from 10 to 1, following the neutral, natural breath. If you lose your count, just pick up where you thought you left off. If you get to 1, just slide your awareness back to your breath at both nostrils. Inhale 10. Exhale 10. Inhale 9. Exhale 9. On your own now, silently counting. Wherever you are in your breath practice, allow the counting to dissolve and attune your inner ear, your inner listening to the sound of my voice as I read to you lesson 33, and then we'll practice together. So breath stays easeful, mind stays soft, body remains relaxed. No striving, no effort, only receiving. There is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. A full 5 minutes should be devoted in the morning and evening applications. In these practice periods, the idea should be repeated as often as you find comfortable, though unhurried applications are essential, alternating between surveying your outer and inner perceptions, but without an abrupt sense of shifting. Merely glance casually around the world you perceive as outside yourself. Then close your eyes and survey your inner thoughts with equal casualness. Try to remain equally uninvolved in both, and to maintain this detachment as you repeat the idea throughout the day. The shorter exercise periods should be as frequent as possible. Specific applications of today's idea should be made immediately when any situation arises which tempts you to become disturbed. For these applications say, there is another way of looking at this. Remember to apply today's idea the instant you are aware of distress. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. Closing your eyes will probably help in this form of application. And returning to your effortless breath. Repeat the idea to yourself slowly. There is another way of looking at the world. And extend a welcoming invitation to your avatar of divine love, Holy Spirit, Jesus, Bridget, Kali, whatever represents divine love, the beloved. Ask that energy and that consciousness and that light to be with you. As you slowly begin to flutter the eyes open, allowing the body's eyes to become accustomed to the light of the atmosphere, and slowly begin to look around you, unhurried. And when the eyes light on anything, say, there is another way of looking at this. There is another way of looking at the world. We'll practice together for about a minute. Now allow the eyes to come lightly together, and we will survey our inner thoughts with equal casualness as we surveyed our outer world. Remain equally uninvolved and remain detached as possible as you survey your thoughts and repeat the idea. There is another way of looking at this. So we'll work with our thoughts now, our inner world, for about a minute. And allow the practice to dissolve. Let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. Resting deeply in the knowledge and truth that there's always another way of looking at the world. Notice and feel the effects of the practicing. Now join me in the sacred promises that we make to the wholeness of our being. You may slide the thumb and the index and the middle finger together and sense and touch and feel the point of contact and say to yourself, I am willing to forgive. I am willing to forgive the way I look at the world. I offer my whole self to divine love. I offer the way that I look at the world to divine love. I am open to receive divine, creative solutions. I am open to receive a divinely creative way of looking at the world. And you may stay here for as long as you'd like, resting in this deep silence, communing with the divine. And when you feel complete, come out easily, making the transition slow and smooth. Our practice together is now complete. Namaste.